this is how you stop the border crisis. It's pretty easy, and Trump did a fantastic job with it. Now, a physical border is okay. It's okay. They can still get through. It's going to stop a little bit, but if people want to get through, they'll get through. But what needs to happen is these politicians need to quit talking about open borders. That's the number one thing, and helping people with tax dollars, helping people from another country with tax dollars when we can't even pay our own debts. How are we going to help somebody else? These kids are at the borders, and they're where's the CIA? Where's the investigators investigating this type of stuff? Why aren't we making Mexico pay for this? If Mexico is not stopping the problem, why don't we make them pay for it? Why is it stuck on the taxpayer to solve this problem, and then Mexico can sit back and just let it happen in their own country? The big thing is, if we want to stop it, we need to incentivize companies that are in China to number one, come back to America in some type of way. Listen, I'm not the economist, but I know, like, if you're gonna send jobs overseas and have products produced in China for cheap, then you're gonna get taxed to send it back here. Some kind of penalty. But these corporations are the ones that are really in charge. These banks are the ones really in charge of these politicians, and they just don't care about us. These cartels, like the big tech, they're just cartels. The big banks, they're just cartels. The Federal Reserve is one big cartel. So basically a union. Read or listen to the creature from Jekyll Island. Tell you all about all about it. Um, what we need to do is a lot of these places these people are coming from are highly impoverished places, and if we're gonna it's highly ignorant to have all of our assets come from one place, especially our number one competitor. Not only that our number one competitor, which they want to see us destroyed, but they also are, people who are environmentalists. We have, people pay, companies pay to ship things over there. Then we pay to ship it back here. If we was to have commodities made in like Mexico or Central America, that's a lot closer than shipping it, taking up a bunch of oil, and you give jobs to people down there where they want to stay in the country anyway. The only reason why these people want to come here is because of the economic opportunity, and also it's not fair too, like, to allow all these people just to come here, when these just jump the line, when you have all these people. What about people from other countries? Why is it just people from South America and Mexico allowed to just come here freely and cut the line in front of other countries like Japan or Russia or Saudi Arabia, or I mean, or China? People should, it should be based off of merit, not you know the way things are. How these leftists want things to be. Because they want to be all sympathy and yeah, and at the why isn't, like, the CIA and working with Mexico, finding out who the heck is smuggling these kids? Why aren't they cracking down on human trafficking with all the intelligence we have, and allowing all the drugs just to funnel in here? Why are we not putting diplomatic pressure on these countries to do something about it? A lot of these countries are corrupt anyway, but we can put sanctions, we can make things tough on them, and we can reward them if they do the right things, and It's funny that we spend so much time in other countries like the Middle East fighting wars that have nothing to do with us. Yeah, but we got all these cartels in these corrupt countries that are right below us that are funneling drugs in here into America and funneling people like kids, like using kids as props to try to destroy our country. And we're just allowing it. We're not doing nothing about it. But let's just go ahead and send troops to some country that that we're gonna have to fund everything, and they don't do nothing for us. When what? Oh, because of oil? When we can make our own oil, we can drill for our own oil. It's just it's highly irresponsible. It's piss poor management, and it's utterly disgusting. That's all it is, you know. And it's horrible. It's horrible how these people have to live, and what these people put up with in these impoverished countries that are held down by socialism and corruption. Um, but I guess it really doesn't matter because our own country is socialist, and so we're going through our own decline. You know, enjoy it. Enjoy the decline as much as you possibly can. Yep, and there's gonna be lots of crime. I mean, if I was a terrorist, if I was a part of Al Qaeda or ISIS, and I hated America, where would I come? I would come through the southern border. That's what I would do. And then I would come here and commit terrorist acts if I was a terrorist. How dumb are these people on the left? You know, like seriously, there's people that hate our country. Well, the best way to do it is to come in through the. If you have open borders, anybody can come here. You idiots. You know, there's like no logic with these people. They have no wisdom, and they just overthink. They just try to make things way more complicated than it really needs to be.